Hi everyone. Just one sec. I'm trying to figure out how to tighten this little my iPod on this little stand or whatever the heck it's called. I don't know how you do that. Okay, whatever. Hi everybody. How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh. It seems like forever that I've talked to y'all. Anyway, real quick, I am hoping that everyone had a great Mother's Day if you're a mother, and or if you're, if you're a father or doing the mother's job, that too. For everybody, you guys, everybody. God's blessings to everybody. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking for my phone. I don't know where I put it. Ah, hello. Just in case my mama calls. Oh, it's on the darn table. Anyway, so y'all, I am going to attempt to figure out somewhere to put y'all, because I just wanted to chit chat before my husband came home. He went to, don't mind the stuff on my table. I mean, it's not a lot of stuff, but I do have knickknacks, but whatever. It's a home. A home's not always going to be clean, especially if you have kids, or even if you don't have kids. My home is not always clean. I'm blessed to have a home, so like my mama says, you can't always keep it clean, Rachel. Or she calls me huesito. I'm like, I know, Mom, but she goes, yours is probably more cleaner than mine. I said, I seriously doubt that. My mom, where she lives, her house is bigger than mine. It's I hope that doesn't fall. I have y'all on my faucet, on my faucet on my sink. Anyway, it's the house that my dad built. And yeah, so she likes keeping hers clean too, even though she's like, well, I have a lot of stuff. I said, well, we're people and we like a lot of stuff. At least some of us do. And yes, it's overwhelming to have a lot of stuff, because I get crazy. Like, I'm like, don't want all this stuff. So clutter. I'm sure one day my house will be a lot less cluttery, I guess that's a word. So anyway, like I said, hopefully everyone had a wonderful Sunday for Mother's Day. And I went to church with my mom and one of my sisters. I have two sisters that live down here, and then the other three live in Houston, so they didn't get to come down because gas is so expensive, and they have a truck and a Trans Am, and those cars, they waste a lot of gas, even though mine does too, but my car is smaller. Anyway, so they couldn't come down. So yeah, we went to church, and excuse me, I'm sucking on one of those hard candies. Gosh, I forget what they're called. Butterscotch. My mom gave it to me a long time ago. So yeah, anyway, they didn't get to come down to visit my mom. So I spent the day with her at church. It was wonderful. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. They gave roses out to red roses to all the women whose moms are still around. And then they gave white roses to the women that, their moms are in heaven. So it was bittersweet. And then they had a luncheon, and the moms got to sit down first, and they served them. And I really do enjoy going to my mom's church. I haven't gone there my hair is sticking up. Sorry, I just put it up. I woke up like 3 hours ago and just all I do is put it up, and that's it. It's like, I don't brush it. Anyway, so, gosh, I have my air conditioner on, but I'm standing right by the window and it's hot. So yeah, they had a luncheon, and then after the luncheon, anyway, I was saying I like going to my mom's church, but the last time I went was probably 4 years before my sister passed away, because she used to go with my mom all the time also. Anyway, so it was great. And then they had young girls and like older women, like myself, and just older women also. They got up, and if your mom was there, or even if your mom had passed away and she wasn't there, they would get up and talk about their mom or thank their mom. And I'm not a person that can like really. It's a miracle that I'm actually talking to y'all like on the camera, because I'm not really like, I'm kind of shy, seriously, believe it or not. So yeah, they started you know, some girls started with their mom, and you know, just all this stuff, saying some beautiful stuff about their mom. Well, my little nieces went, and they were like messing with their grandma. They're like, Nana, get up. Are you gonna say something about Granny? And of course she was like, you know, and I was like, oh my gosh. They're going, Thea, are you gonna get up and say something about Granny? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not that kind of person. Because I was kind of nervous. I hadn't been there forever, and you know, people are just watching you. And I mean, there was a lot of people in there. I was like, oh my gosh, you know. I'm like, so I was gonna get up and say something because you know, I could tell that most of the women in there had already talked. So I was like, you know what? I don't want my mom to be the only one that we don't get up and say something about her, because she's totally freaking amazing, and nothing in the world can ever, I can never say enough about my mom. Whew, I don't want to start crying, even though I'm cutting onions, so that might be it. So yeah, so like I said, she got up and she, you know, she was talking about her mom, and she started crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I said before, I mean, it's my mom, but even the other people that were crying, I could feel it, you know, right in the heart. And I'm like, oh. So I told my sister, okay, I'm going to get up, because I was already crying. I'm like, you know what? I'm already crying, like whatever. So I stood up, and of course, everybody knew she was my mom. I was like, well, this is my mom. And right after that, I said that, I just started, I couldn't even talk for like a few minutes. And I was like, so people started crying. I'm like, it was the hardest time, not because I didn't want to say stuff about my mom, but just because, like I said, I couldn't talk, and I knew people were watching me. And I was like, you know what? You know, I think about it, it's like, I don't, you know, at the time, I'm like kind of embarrassed, but I guess, you know, I think about it, I'm like, well, we should never be embarrassed to talk about our parents, you know. And I'm not saying all parents are perfect and, you know, everybody's had a great childhood, because we've all gone through a lot of stuff, you know. I went through a lot of stuff when I was younger, and I didn't always think my parents were the best. I mean, you know, and some, you know, I'm not making excuses for a lot of parents, because there's some out there that, you know, but we're not, there's so many of us, you know, we're all not perfect. You know, I don't consider myself a perfect person. God is the only perfect person, you know what I mean? But I just think, you know, thinking now, it's like, we should never be embarrassed to talk about certain people that have made impacts in our life. And it doesn't have to be our parents. It could be our aunts. It could be our nieces, the smallest nieces. It could be our teachers. I mean, I had great impacts on from teachers when I was going to school, and I still think about them, and I'm like, well, I wonder if they're still around, and I want to talk to them about my life and about what the kids, and you know what I mean. So there's just people out there that don't have to be parents, and they can be grandparents, and they can be fathers, because fathers do moms' jobs too if they're single, and you know what I mean. It's just so many people that you know, make an impact on our lives. Sometimes, you know, kind of think about it, you know, some are out there that are not making, you know, great impacts on our lives, but that's a different story. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my best not to be embarrassed when I talk about, you know, when I have loved ones or even friends. I mean, my best friend Christy, if you're watching, I love you, girl. I know I haven't talked to you, but I love you. Even she's made a huge impact in my life. You know, she's been my best friend since I was in junior high, and it's been a while. But you know, we should never be embarrassed to talk about people who have made, you know, the great impacts in our life, or you know, someone that we love. So after I spoke and I was bawling my eyes out, let me tell you, the mascara I had on, just to throw this in here, is from Dollar Tree, and it didn't smear. So I want to tell y'all that, just throw it out there. It's I don't even know the doggone one I picked. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Watch my videos, you guys. Watch my videos. Check out the ones. I can't link it because I have no idea how to do that. But check out my videos and you'll see what mascara I'm talking about. Anyway, it was great. Didn't smear. Because I was like, oh my gosh, mascara is going to be all over my... No, it wasn't. It was actually... Oh, it was actually great. Hold on one sec. Of course, I need to show y'all a picture of my mom. She's so cute. She was like, Rachel, I don't feel comfortable in this. She usually doesn't like to wear red, but I think she's beautiful. Look. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at my mom. I know it's kind of light here because my light is right there on top, my kitchen light. And And I said, Mom, you look beautiful. Of course, she's not smiling now. I said, Mom, smile. And let me see if I can get, there's a picture. There's when we're out in the front, the church. There was like, I am not lying, there's about 40 women out there, up there on top. This is one of our friends, well, new friends, because this lady and her husband are amazing. They go to her church. They're the cutest thing ever. Her husband's like going to be 96. I'm not even lying. This man does not look 96. I mean, he does look like he's older, an elderly person, of course, but he super sweet people. And then that's her pastor. There's a couple other ones that do that. And then there's my niece. She's got so grown up. That's my other one. I caught her when she was eating. My mom. My sister. She's like, Rachel, you didn't catch me when I was eating. I said, yeah, I did, but I'll take it off. See, that says. And then they had a beautiful cake. Oh, can you see that? Oh, hold on. Let me do it this way. Beautiful cake. Man, it was so good. The food was delicious. The cake was amazing. There they are. And my other sisters would have came down. There we are. We would have had, well, I would say we would have had all of us, but no, we wouldn't have, because, you know, I tend to forget that my older sister's not with us anymore. But that's my little niece. They're growing up so darn fast, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I know, I'm supposed to be, well, actually, I'm just supposed to be talking to y'all, because that's what I said I wanted to do. But, so yeah, don't ever be embarrassed, you guys. Like I said, I am trying my best not to be embarrassed about talking about people who actually, you know, that have impacted my life, or, you know, or witness to other people about God. I mean, that for sure. Sometimes I have a hard time doing that, because I don't want to say the wrong things. I don't want to sound like I know it all, because I don't. I learn from church, and I learn from when I read my Bible. Notice I said when. I don't read my Bible all the time. And just from other people, other Christian families or church families, you know, so I have a hard time with, you know, talking about that, about talking about God also, which I shouldn't, because he's not embarrassed about us, you guys. He's not embarrassed. And a lot of people would probably say, yeah, he is, because of stuff we do, but he knows we sin every day. So, but with all that, I had a great Sunday. I know. It was wonderful. Anyway, so I decided to, what I'm making, well, I'm going to attempt to make, my daughter was talking about it. Where's my phone now? Oh my gosh, Rachel. I'm cutting up some onions. Excuse my shirt, because, you know, I'm still in my sports shirt and my whatever, you guys, right? Okay. It's not like I've never seen a body before. So anyway, I was cutting up some onions, and I'm going to put some red onions also, but I am making, I'm trying to see what they're called. I never know what they're called. The little egg things that you put in here, and then you could put the eggs, and then you put onions. I'm not going to put bell peppers, because look at this. My little sad bell pepper. My husband brought it in, but something started eating it up from my garden. And talking about my garden, you guys, that sucker was underwater. Did I mention about that? My garden being underwater. This is not holding at all. So, anyway, it was underwater because of the, you know, the water we had back there. We had 2 to 3 feet of water. So, luckily our animals didn't die. Oh my gosh. Or our birds, because, you know, they're chickens. Once they get their feathers wet, they can't fly. But no, we have their houses back there, so they actually got on top of the houses. I don't know what's going on with this little thing, but I guess I'm going to have to invest in something else, because this little thing isn't. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, you guys. It's not holding up my iPod, which it'll probably end up falling. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm making some of those. What are they called? Are they called egg frittatas, maybe? Yeah, I bet you that's what they're called. Oh, well, they're egg muffins. I guess they're not called egg frittata. I don't know. I put egg frittata, and they put egg muffins, which is cool. So basically, that's what I'm doing. But all I'm going to put is the onions. I'm going to put extra onions. Well, I'm going to cut up extra onions. And then I have a little bit of cheese from the Dollar Tree. And you know what? I was really impressed with this, you guys. This is Italian style shreds. This was actually from Dollar Tree, and it was actually pretty good. So if you see the Italian style shreds from Dollar Tree, it's actually really good. And then I'm going to put just that little bit of cheese, because that's all I have. And I was, like I said, I was going to put bell pepper, but if you notice, my little bell pepper's gone. And I do have some in the freezer, but last time I made this egg muffins, muffins, my bags that I put my vegetables in, they get freezer burn. So instead of me letting them like dry out, my what do you call them? My peppers and stuff, I didn't. So I put them in my muffin pan, and they came out really good, but they came out kind of wet. So anyway, what I was saying before this, I was saying me and Brianna were talking about it the other day, because she was like, Mom, I want to make some of those. And then we started saying, oh, the egg muffin thing. She goes, yeah. I said, oh, Brianna, if you need eggs, girl, let me know, because sorry I keep turning y'all, but this thing is driving me nuts. I'm fixing to trash it. Because look at, see all these? These are for my chickens. These are fresh eggs, you guys. Now we have to buy some more laying pellets, because they lay a lot more eggs with the laying pellets. But this is from about 3 days. See all those? And then I have a whole bunch in my fridge. So I figured, you know what? I have so many darn eggs. And I told her too, if you ever need eggs, let me know. I'll give you some. She goes, no, I still have the ones Grandma gave her. Because my mom's chickens, they lay like 18 eggs every other day. Like, it's crazy. So she gives them to, my sister when she comes down from Houston. And then our neighbor next door, she gave them, well, we're gonna pay her for them, but she had 4 dozen eggs for my neighbor. So I figured, hi babe, I'm making a video on my little cooking thing. Anyway, so I figured, since I have so many eggs, if Brandon needs more eggs, I'll give her some eggs. And I figured I can make some of these. I'm making some of those egg muffin things, babe. Since I have so many eggs, I'm gonna make some of those, and then I'm going to make some boiled eggs, because I've been boiling a lot of eggs. Oh, something's in my eye. I've been boiling a lot of eggs also, because of the fact, like, what else am I gonna do with them? And I usually eat eggs. Oh my gosh, something's in my eye. I ate half of my omelet that I made yesterday, because you guys, let me show you. Okay, let me show you the difference in the egg sizes. See the little ones? That's a little one. I even had smaller ones, but let me show you. So I have chickens that lay little bitty eggs, like, we're talking little. This is about 2 inches. And then I have other chickens that lay the bigger eggs. Sorry, you guys, there's something in my eye, and it's probably a piece of hair or eyelash. Anyway, so like I said, I have so many eggs that I figure, you know what? And I also made some, I talked about the keto thing, right? So I do like to make keto stuff every once in a while. And I made some cheesecake. I don't even know if I mentioned this before. I made some little cheesecake in these little muffin pans also. And my family actually liked them. I thought they were kind of weird, but I'm used to eating cheesecake, where it has, like, you have a topping on, like strawberries or something. Oh, I thought somebody was knocking on top. So, but seriously, I think I've told y'all before. What is that? Oh, right. I'm not taking her no coffee or Subway. One of my kids are asking me to take them Subway and coffee. I'm like, okay, no. Anyway, sorry, my nose is running. So, I mentioned before, check out Kim's Commitment. She does the keto diet, and she was beautiful before, but my gosh, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. I like watching her videos because she's always so positive. Anyway, and that's where I got where you can make the keto cheesecake, the muffin things, whatever. And like I said, they're pretty good. I have 2 left, and I told Brianna to eat one the other day, and I'm like, well, do you like it? And she's like, you know how you make that face where, like, you think you kind of want to say that you don't like it, but I'm like, Mama, you ain't gonna make me feel bad. If you don't like it, it's okay. She goes, well, it's good, Mom, but there's something missing. I said, yeah. And she's like, the topping I said, yeah, that's what makes it sweeter. She goes, oh, well, it does taste like cheesecake. I said, well, duh, right? But it came out really good. I mean, like I said, I didn't really like them at first, and I was like, oh. But now that I'm thinking, when she was saying that, I was like, well, if I put if I put like the strawberry stuff on top, you know, something that's not too sweet, or blueberries or whatever, you know, that would be good. So I figured, like I said, I have all these eggs. I got to make something with them because, I mean, hello, I'm like the egg lady. I mean, I have so many darn eggs. It's crazy. Like this is about 3 dozen here that I have on my counter. Like I said, I have a whole bunch in the fridge. But like I said, that's what I'm going to make. And I look mine up on Pinterest. And they're super good, you guys, and they're super simple. And I figured since every morning I usually make some eggs, or I make an egg omelet, you know, I might as well have these because my husband, he'll eat breakfast, but he doesn't eat breakfast a lot. Oh my gosh, something in my eye. He doesn't eat breakfast like I do. Like I have to eat something because I'm literally starving. So I was like, why not? And so yeah, that's what I'm doing. I mean, it's not very hard, you know, to do. But like I said, look it up on Pinterest because they have a lot of good recipes on there, and they're super simple. If you know, if you don't like to, like me, I really don't like to, I mean, I can cook, but I don't really like to cook a lot. But for breakfast, for some reason, I don't mind breakfast, but it's when dinner time comes, I'm like, ugh. So my husband will usually do the dinner, unless it's something like, you know, that I don't mind doing, like hamburgers or baking chicken or cooking steaks or something like that, you know, but I'm not anything like, you know, a lot of stuff. No. Oh my gosh, seriously, I think there's a hair on in my eye. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I forgot, I didn't even mention, I went to the dentist. Remember I was talking about that I had gone to I had to go get my teeth fixed, but you know, it's so expensive, even when you have insurance. So check this out. I didn't want to go, but my husband, you know, I don't know if I mentioned he has 2 teeth that are loose up here, and then I snapped one, not snapped them. I chipped one when I was eating, yeah, candy. Thank you, honey, to my husband. He likes candy, but anyway, it wasn't his fault. Anyway, I took a couple of pieces of taffy, the Starburst kind, and you might have heard this before, but anyway, that's how my tooth got chipped. It was the hard Starburst, and I kind of pressed down on 2 pieces of candy. Well, one was soft, the other one was hard, and I snapped it. I mean, I chipped it. I don't know why I keep saying snapped. So, turn you out that way. So anyway, so he made an appointment for both of us, and I was like, I don't want to go. Yesterday I was like a little baby. I was like, babe, I don't want to go to the dentist. I really don't like going to the dentist, you guys. I mean, who does? Like, you guys, if anybody out there loves going to the dentist, let me know, because y'all are crazy. I'm just kidding. But anyway, because I don't like when they drill your teeth, or I just don't like it. So we went, and I was like, oh, my husband got in there first, and they told him, you know, he's got to come back to get it. They gave him some antibiotics because his gum is, you know, is swollen or whatever, and they can't do anything when, you know, your gum is swollen, of course, you know. So then they asked about mine, and I was like, because I was like, I wasn't sure if I was just going to go get x-rays, and, you know, but no, they're like, hey, Rachel, certain person just, you know, they canceled their appointment. Would you like to get your teeth cleaned? Because I haven't been to the dentist for like probably a good 6 years, to tell you the truth. And that was just to get a tooth pulled out because the root canal wasn't done right, so it ended up breaking all inside my gum. Or, you know, whatever. It messed up. In other words, it messed up. So, these onions are strong, baby. Strong, baby. So, got in there. And the lady that did my teeth, cleaned my teeth, I mean, it wasn't bad, you guys. I was like, I told her, well, you know, if you have like, I don't know, I call it, I guess, a soft hand, you know, like nurses, you have a soft hand. I guess that's what it's called. I call it that. Or they're really gentle. And she goes, well, I try to treat my patients, you know, like I want to be treated. I'm like, oh, this will be wonderful then, right? And it took like, for everything to get all my stuff done, my x-rays, she cleaned my teeth, tartar, whatever, all that junk off. And then she shined them, and then of course, you know, the dentist had to go in there and check them again. It was like an hour and a half, I believe. I got in there at 4, or was it? Yeah, about 4, maybe 3:45, and I didn't get out till 5. Oh, my eyes are burning. So it wasn't as bad. I mean, it hurt some areas, but they numb it. You know, they tell you. She was real nice. She's like, well, if you have like it hurts in certain areas when I'm cleaning, please let me know and I'll numb it more. I was like, oh, girl, on this side. She started, I was like, oh, can you put some more? But she did say I have really pretty, she says, you have really pretty teeth. I'm thinking, really? Well, okay, I guess. But I have one missing here and one missing up here because of the root canals that they messed up on. And I told her that also. She goes, well, we want to get you, make sure that, you know, once we get this started, you know, make sure you keep an eye on your teeth because, you know, gum diseases. Oh, I just cracked an egg in my sink. Darn it. Oh, well, one less egg, right? That's the second one. So she's like, yeah, you have really white teeth also. I said, well, thank you. I said, I do. She goes, do you use, what do you call it, like one of those rotating, like Oral-B, the electric ones? I said, no, I just like to brush my teeth a lot. I mean, I literally do. After I eat candy, I'll brush my teeth. If I eat, you know, if I'm at home, like if I'm eating pickles or chips, or I usually go brush my teeth. So I just tend to brush my teeth a lot. And she goes, well, your teeth are really, actually you have really good teeth. I'm like, well, why do they look so skinny on the x-ray? It's just the way they are. She goes, oh, there's nothing wrong with them. And then they check the cracked tooth, and I know I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry, you guys, if you have something to do, but you know, it's still early, and I figured why not talk to you. Anyway, and she says, well, your cracked tooth is fine. It's just, you know, it's not like in the gum. And I was like, yes. So I was telling her how this tooth here, when I tap it, it feels like it's going to fall out. I said, man, when I touch my teeth, I feel like they're going to fall out. She goes, no, that's just because your finger, you know, it's your finger's moving. So when she did these teeth, like on the bottom to scrape whatever the tartar, is it tartar buildup? Yeah, I guess. I was like, oh my gosh, that tooth is going to get pulled out. Like she's going to pull it out. No, it's, you know, and I told her about how I have sometimes when I floss, because she goes, do you floss? Do you floss at all? I said, every once in a while. I said, I don't do it all the time. But she goes, well, that's what happens when you get tartar in your teeth. It feels like it's getting stuck because of the tartar. I said, oh my gosh. I said, and I was worried that when I floss and it gets stuck, it's because it's going to fall out. She goes, no. She starts laughing. I said, well, shoot, it's good to know, right? So I'm letting you know, if you have a hard time flossing and it gets stuck, the floss gets stuck in your teeth, it's probably because you have tartar buildup. Just want to throw that out there. I'm not a dentist. I'm not a professional. I'm just letting you know what she told me. Just in case you're wondering. No, your teeth are not going to fall out. So, you know, I think I'm going to stop cutting those onions. I'll just use... Okay, I'm going to crack my eggs. Yeah, so, like I was trying to tell you, everything, I have to go back, and yeah, it's going to be pricey because I got to get a crown on my tooth. And, you know, dental plans don't always cover everything. And if they do, then you got to wait a certain amount of time, and you know, it's a bunch of junk. But I have to get a crown, and also, I'm just cracking the eggs. And then I'm almost done talking with y'all, you guys. Anyway, so I have to get a crown, and then I have 2 little fill-ins that I have to. So I was surprised because I'm not going to the dentist for that long, and you know, I don't floss like I should and all that, but the lady did say I had pretty good teeth. I said, well, are my wisdom teeth still in there? Because, you know, I never had pain with my wisdom teeth. And she says, yeah. She says, they're back there. I said, okay, well, I've never had problems with them. No pain like a lot of people do. I wonder if my husband needed something. He's probably going to call me or talk to me. So I better let y'all go. But anyway, they say, yeah, they go, I've never really known a small person to have all their teeth. And I have all my teeth, like I said, except for those 2 that got pulled out. So that's pretty good, you guys. I'm pretty proud of myself. So yeah. Oh, I don't know about that one. Came out feeling great. I mean, my gums were super sore because, like I said, I don't like all that. And then she had to use a little drill thing. I call it a drill. I don't know what they call it. To get some of the tartar off. But besides all that, you guys, it came out great. So I'm pretty excited. Got to go back. November 30th, I think, or 31st, which I wanted it earlier because since I'm going to New York, hey, I want to be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to not be able to eat. And then if I would have waited till I came back, it would be like, if something happens, then for sure I'd have to work more on my teeth, like something else. So I was like, no, I'll take it beforehand. My husband's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Because like I said, I'll be gone for a week, and I want to make sure I can eat. There's one little egg that I'm not liking at all. And it's one here. I mean, it's good. It's not bad, but I don't like the way it looks. So I'm like, you're not going in my pan, buddy. Anyway, but like I said, I hope you enjoy my chat. I know it's long, but I haven't talked to y'all for a while, and I was like, you know what? It's a beautiful day, and I want to say hi to all my friends, and thank y'all for your comments, you guys. I know a lot of people I haven't even replied to, but I do appreciate your comments, you guys. I love reading them, even though sometimes I don't reply to them, but I really do appreciate y'all like replying, giving me some comments back. And I don't have enough cheese for all this. What am I thinking? But I do appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all for all the new subscribers, you guys, and for all my longtime subscribers. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And with all that said, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go, because like I said, I think my husband wanted to say something, but I told him I was doing a video, and he's looking at me like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna let you go, and thank y'all so much again for spending time with me this morning, and y'all have a blessed week. Just in case I don't get back on doing a video till next week, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, y'all be blessed, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.